So your resume is the one piece of paper that can get you really noticed in today's increasingly competitive job market. But what does it exactly say about you? So let's start off with the simple and obvious. At the very basic nature, your resume should outline the skills you possess, your education, as well as your previous and current work experiences. So we all know this, but what else does your resume say about you? So first things first, your resume is an insight into your written communication skills and your ability to convey information in a succinct and concise way. So recruiters sift through thousands of resumes throughout their career. It's a pretty big part of what they do. Recruiters also don't like spending a lot of time on each resume. So your typical recruiter on average will only look at each individual resume for 6 seconds. And this really isn't a lot of time, so how do you capture the attention of these people in only 6 seconds? So the best way to do this is to make sure your resume is as easy to read as possible. This involves sticking to dot points, bolding key achievements, and quantifying your data wherever possible. It's also really important to tailor your resume to the industry you're applying for. So if you're an engineering graduate, software such as AutoCAD and MATLAB, as well as projects you've done should be highlighted in your resume. If you're looking to get into IT, programming languages such as Java or Python that you're well versed in should be highlighted, as well as any other softwares you've used in the past. And finally, financial services and accounting. It's really good to highlight case competitions you've done in university, as well as if you're going for any additional accreditation such as your CA, your CPA, or your CFA. So the second thing your resume says about you is your attention to detail. And this is a pretty crucial skill for any job or any industry you apply for, regardless if you're applying to become a financial analyst, a project engineer, or a digital marketing assistant. So it's a highly favorable attribute to have, and you should never underestimate the power of a well-formatted resume because it really does say a lot about you. So consistent indents, text formatting, margins, spacing, and tense will do wonders for your chances of avoiding the resume rejection pile. And finally, your commitment. So how much effort you put into making and updating a great resume is usually a reflection of your intrinsic desire to land that dream job of yours. Therefore, it is super important that you put 110% into this process. So common red flags for an internal recruiter sifting through their resumes are one that looks like it has been hastily put together overnight, or one that hasn't been updated for a few years. And also remember that resume standards are not the same country to country. So make sure your resume you submit on your job hunt is up to Australian standards. So making a resume can be extremely daunting, and the job hunt even more so. But I promise you that nailing your resume is the first step to landing that dream job. So good luck out there.